Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hoosh Manzana built. Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Beavers will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So West Virginia's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Goes to the option. Oh, there's a loose football in the bad pitch.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground. And a nice job understanding you just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Hit as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He marched 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon State's offense will get the ball for the first time.
It
Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Gets the back moving. Johnson looking to throw. With the catch, it's Carr. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab. It's Valentine. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just keeps slinging it. Going over the top. Snags it inside the 20. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. The Beavers are flying down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Hamilton. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. On the run, it's Wolf. Still running at the 40. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield is Wolf. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers! shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008.
Johnson wants to throw it. Takes the easy completion.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, he'll throw it. Fakes the grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Valentine. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. That play, a really good example of just making sure your guys settle down after a mistake.
Yeah, getting him some confidence. When you make those mistakes, you get rattled a little bit, but just like free throws or jump shots, just see it go through the net. Now you get a little bit of confidence, start getting the juices flowing, and then maybe
open field on the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Beavers are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Now on the option. The give to the tailback.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Got a little space. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. only through one. These quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Offense in a split backfield. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
This is a designed run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And some room to work. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Vaughn. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the way.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Beavers are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. catch in the middle. It's Bauer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Going to swing it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Vaughn. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hamilton. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Wilkins. Finds his man, it's Hamilton. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ward. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
It's first down from the 11. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard, I know.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Durant. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Beavers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. To the air, it's Wilkins. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
He's got him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Card. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Vaughn. Turning it on. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. And the stomping has commenced. Ready to try the point after. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Johnson looking to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Beaver! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first. And the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped.
31, Oregon State, 13.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Wants to throw on first down. Time running out.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
It's caught. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
that back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Durant. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Gets it out fast. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll ride his man on the option. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's...
There he goes! They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Got it in the middle, it's Ward. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. Listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively.